Good evening. My name is Ronnie Turner. I'm the Industrial Technology Department Chair for the Central Texas College. All of our programs are primarily located in the career and technical education kind of complex, Building 101 and 118 on Central Campus. Part of this cluster is also at the airfield, and some of it is through our continuing ed program out on Clear Creek. I'd like to welcome you to Central Texas College, this live event. This is fantastic. I think it's a great way to get the information out to everyone. And just introduce you to some of these programs and what we do. Primarily, if you enjoy working with your hands, you want some high demand opportunities, some rewarding experiences, and possibly world travel. Some of you may be retired or military personnel or dependents of military and been around the world, but you know what, how to fly. Aviation's got a good thing going here. All of our other programs are, this cluster is primarily construction, manufacturing, and transportation. And kind of maybe I'll show you some of our in the website where you can go and see. You can go and check where this cluster is at. And try and share it for you. I don't know if you can see that.
Not yet.
Okay, let me try it back this way. Clicked on it. There we go. That should be it.
It's trying to share, yes.
Trying to share. There we go. So what you do is at the homepage, our website at ctc.edu, you would click on students and then go over to explore academic programs. Click on that. 2 clicks and you're here. Scroll down to I think I went too far. Construction, manufacturing, and transportation. And it lists all the career fields there: automotive, aviation, blacksmith, CAD, construction trades, diesel technology, heating and air conditioning, truck driving, and welding technology. And we're going to go through each one of those, but if you clicked on each one of these individually, they would give you a complete breakdown of the program and how to get to it, what it's all about. We're going to go back to our other page, and we will start on a nice little template that will discuss the construction, manufacturing, and transportation. Let's see, get back up here. And I will reshare this page. And this will go through what all of our programs, or some of the programs that I highlighted in the construction, manufacturing, and transportation area. And give you kind of a rundown of what each one of the programs are about. How to enroll, how to pay for the class, and what flipped classrooms are all about. Can everyone see the screen now?
Yes, we can see it.
You can see it? Okay, great. Fantastic. But what we'll do first is we'll hit with the automotive and basically what enrollment's about and what the programs are about. And the automotive program has an associate's degree, has a level 2 certificate, a level 1 certificate, and another level 1 certificate. These are stackable certificates that get you from level 1 to level 2 to the associate's degree. And you can start off with an automotive basic automotive technician. There's 5 courses that are in that, and it helps you get to that entry-level technician area to start working at some of the lube shops, some of the industry leaders around the area as far as precision tune. Could also even get you an opportunity to get in the door at some of the automotive dealerships. And how would you register for each one of those? Summer courses right now, we are, due to COVID, part of the COVID issue, and part of our ASC accreditation, we have terminated our self-paced program for automotive. So our courses are built in sections. Currently, we are very low in enrollment, so we will start the actual fall courses in August with the, I think I just lost it. We'll start the fall courses in August, and they'll be based upon a lecture lab type program, very similar to what all the other courses were. Go back to where we were here. And some of the things that we will, all of our programs right now, due to COVID and some of the issues that are going on in the country as far as protecting everyone and looking out for everyone's safety. Our safety guidelines are social distancing, bring your own face mask and proper sanitation of tools and equipment while you're working with it, and as you complete working with it. So that's a big piece for every department we have. And there I did it again. I think we just kicked it out again. So the next program we'll get to, though, is going to be some of the craftsman trades. But talking about automotive, your basic technician for automotive technician, the average mean wage for automotive technicians in Texas, according to the Department of Bureau Labor Statistics, or BLS.gov, is $40,710. So the more you work with the automotive, you're probably going to get a good salary. That's a fairly good salary to start off with. We do our social distancing again. Contact information, we have 2 instructors, Mr. Larson and Mr. Boyd, that are ASE qualified automotive technicians. Our office administration are Mrs. Benix and Miss Payne. And we have their phone numbers in the website there. Going on to the next program, like I said, Craftsman Trades. Craftsman Trades is all those building things. You want to build something and get a rewarding experience, or basically learn how to do your own roofing, or earning a career at this is tremendous. You know, a good, again, that Texas mean wage, you're looking at an average of $68,000 for a construction supervisor. So if you're a construction and you get to be a supervisor, that's 70 grand a year. And some of these construction supervisors can get there pretty quickly, especially once you have an associate's degree and you can prove yourself with what's going on. Again, we have associate's degree, level 2 certificate, a level 1 certificate, and another level 1 certificate. And these certificates, again, are stackable certificates. That means you start off with one and you progress to the other one to get to level 2. Starting off at a level 1 certificate, the first level, does not require a TSI to begin that. We have a small diagnostics test that helps get you into the program, but doesn't require a TSI score to be met. The time that you're going to have to meet the TSI scores for your level 2 and your associate's degree. So our diagnostics, when we get into these programs, help identify if you do need some help with math or English before you complete or as you complete the first level 1 certificate, you can begin looking at improving your other areas of maybe needing developmental in math or English or something like that. Or if you meet everything highly kicked off, then you're good to go. So again, the level 1, level 2, these programs, all for construction trades, are self-paced. They're competency-based, so as you complete the work, you go through the courses at your own pace, your schedule, when you're available. They run from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 10 o'clock in the evening. We also have the same situations that apply, you know, with these labs. These are hands-on. We have to have a different safety policy, or a much more cleanly, bring your own face mask, sanitize the tools, maintain social distancing. The lab for the construction trades is a pretty large lab. So currently we're restricting that to no more than 5 people in the lab at a time, and we may expand that to 10 later in the summer if possible. But current guidelines for the summer program will be just 5 at the start at a time. So and we'll get into more answers of how that's going to really lay out later on. When we, towards the end of this, I'll discuss some things about how we're doing our courses, which is called kind of a flipped course. We're doing more things online now. Our current instructor is Mr. Ernest Finney. He's been in the department for well over 10 years now. He's currently taken the program to an online format, and with the hands-on coming later. Again, the flipped course. In our office administration, again, Tisha and Jamie, they can help answer any questions you may have and assist you. Okay, our next thing is diesel. Diesel technology. You want to be a diesel mechanic? Absolutely a well rewarding career. Again, all these careers and these programs are available in high demand across the state. So we again have associate's degree, a level 2 certificate, level 1 basic diesel technician, and a level 1 diesel system specialist. These again are stackable. So as you go through them, you again, self-paced. This program is a self-paced program also, and it goes from 1 o'clock to 10 o'clock in the evening. Lots of certifications available through Cummins as well as Mercedes-Benz operations. The safety, again, social distancing, bring your own face mask. We have cleaner, disinfectant in the office and in the classrooms to ensure that everybody keeps things clean and wipes things down. Again, contact information. Mr. Kirshner has been the instructor there for going on 15 years now, or 12 years. And then office administration, Tisha, Jamie, and that's our website address for any questions you may have, industrial.technology@ctc.edu. A good diesel technician, well, they can start out, according to the BLS.gov, at $47,350 a year. Okay. Any questions so far? I think we've got some things going. The next thing we're going to get into is computer-aided drafting. And computer-aided drafting is located in Building 101. It's still part of the Career and Technical building area. It more falls under the engineering program. I give a quick briefing on this. Basically, they have the associate's degree, a level 2 certificate, and a level 1 certificate. It's self-paced, competency-based. For summer hours at 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. So the Safety guidelines still, social distancing, bring your own mask, and sanitation is a must. The office, Building 101, Room 9, this is a phone number. Melinda Hernandez is a point of contact to try and schedule these courses or set things up in there. There's the certificates that they also offer is the occupational skills certificate and certificate of completion along with their associate's degree. Heating and air conditioning. Everybody has to have this in the state of Texas. So we have, again, associate's degree in heating and air conditioning, level 2 certificate that covers all the primary core, and 2 level 1 certificates that are, again, stackable into the level 2 and the associate's degree. Register. Now, these courses are, some courses are open enrollment and some courses are lecture lab. The introductory classes we have placed on a lecture lab format. As the local advisory group recommended that we really get a good solid base to these courses. And so we have moved those to a lecture lab format instead of a open self-paced format that we used to. All the other courses, though, after you've completed the first 2 introductory classes, are open enrollment self-paced. Our summer hours are currently 1 to 10 p.m. And again, we have social distancing, bring your own face mask, and sanitation. The lab assistants in there, again, 5 to a lab. We're trying to maintain that enough to where there's not an issue with any social distancing. I think the lab's large enough. We could probably stretch up to 10 during July or August or sometime in there later on in the year. That, but that will have to be seen if we can do that or not. Mr. Jackson and Mr. Gearing are the 2 instructors that we have for that program, and that is their information, how to get a hold of them. You can also go to the website and our office personnel, Tisha and Jamie, and our industrial.technology.ctc. Okay, welding. This is primo here. This is where you can make some big bucks. The welding associate's degree, level 2 certificate, level 1 certificate, and another, there's actually 2 level 1 certificates. Currently we have a transitional program, or had a transitional program with Fort Hood that may or may not qualify, depends on the industry if it allows it to come back again, but we're still holding it open. The self-paced competency-based program, demonstration of welding is the key thing. Summer hours are, it's a long time, 8 a.m. in the morning to 10 p.m. in the evening. So you have lots of time to select the times that you want to attend those courses. Again, safety guidelines, social distancing, bring your own face masks. We have 2 labs there, so you can have, we can have 5 people in the back lab and 5 people in the front lab at a time through the social distancing or the CTC, CDC guidelines through the summer. And the instructors are Jeremiah Edwards, Mr. Aaron Otis, and myself. The office administration, again, is Tricia and Jamie. And we got aviation. I think we had one of the aviation instructors on the side here that may help chime in if I get something wrong or if he wants to jump in here. The associate's degree, there's 14 core courses in their associate's degree. They're FAA 141 approved flight school. Did you want to say something, Rick, or?
I can go over all of it if you want me to, Ronnie, here. The kind of give you an update on what we're doing for the COVID-19 stuff as well. We did receive approval to start flying Tuesday this week. So We're putting into place some sanitation standards, and it's kind of staggering when students would come out to the airport, but their instructors are scheduling to come out and fly. And we are also going to be doing some face-to-face classes. We're going to limit the number of enrollments for the ground school courses, and then the rest of the classes will be offered online as well, both in the summer and in the fall semester. So, yeah, if you want to click on the degree plan, we offer an Associate of Applied Science. List out all the courses there, the 60 credit hours to obtain the Associate in Applied Science and Aviation Science. And then a majority of our students will go on and obtain a bachelor's from A&M Central Texas in Aviation Science as well. Ronnie has the contact information there, my information. I'm Richard Weitzel. All the email is working best right now, or you can get a hold of our office assistant if you have any questions and stuff. Our office assistant is available from 8 to 5 during the week as well, and that's that 1241 number that you see there. So.
I guess it's
Just a list of our faculty that we currently have. Mr. Gibson actually is stepping down at the end of the month, retiring after 40 years. And we're absorbing some of his classes. We have some adjunct faculty that's coming in. So our flight instructors are going to be teaching some of the classes that he was teaching. So thank you.
yeah, those aviation guys get started out. They got a Texas mean wage for commercial pilots at $82,000. Is that right in the price range, or?
Yeah, what's nice, even a few years ago, 3 years ago, that you were only probably looking at it at about 24,000, and now once they have the flight time and getting the associate degree with us at Central Texas College allows them to get that job with 1,250 hours of flight time instead of the required 1,500. So that associate degree has given them some ability to be able to start a little bit earlier at the airlines, and the starting is around 40 to 45,000 is even on the low side now. So uh, uh, even with the craziness, they're still going to have a lot of pilots that are retiring and are going to the airlines are going to have to replace them. So it kind of this little virus slowed everything down, but we're going to bounce back. We're going to.
Yeah, it has definitely slowed things down. Okay, thank you, Rick. I think next we're going to look into how to enroll for our programs, most of my programs in industrial technology. You would contact our CATE advising team in building 118. The phone number is 526-1549 or kate.center@ctc.edu. If you're a returning student, though, contact your instructor. We are working remotely in most cases. Some cases, they've been in the offices there recently trying to get some online format and some programs going to where we're not going to have classrooms. And that's where we'll talk about the flipped classrooms for most of our programs in a moment. Again, the contact information, if you got questions, is industrial.technology@ctc.edu, or contact Tisha or Jamie at 526-1235 or 526-1399. They may not be in the office, but they will answer your phone calls as soon as possible. We have their, just like my phone number, you can contact me through my office phone, and I will receive it. Okay. And when you enroll, we've set up different ways of for contactless paying, so you don't have to go into the registration and do the registration and do the business services and all that. You can, a lot of this kind of made it a little bit easier where you can get some things done online and make it a little bit simpler. Do students primarily, if you're a new student and you're using your VA benefits, there's a new process that we have available now for um, individuals to do that. I need to move this one screen out of the way. Okay. But the Kate advising team will give you instructions on how to register through the VA. If you're returning students or new students, once you process the request for your class, you'll receive an email notification that your schedule is ready for review in your web advisor. So you log in your web advisor and make sure that you have that class number. There would be a number, a TM number that's assigned to your class. For an example, WLDG 1323 TM001. Well, you have to remember that WLDG or have it pulled up because you're going to need that if you're using VA to fill out the VEC form. The VEC form is in eTrieve, so you would go to eForms on the web homepage, pull up the VEC form, and it's pretty self-explanatory, but at the very bottom of it, you will list that course number that you were assigned so that the VA can reference that for your processing of your paperwork. If you got contact or financial aid, you'll contact financial aid office, notify them that you've enrolled, and send them or give them a phone call. There also is some what do you call the things that will be done on through the website. The what?
The chat?
The chat. Yes, there's a chat available for not sure. It's part of the financial aid.
Financial aid and VA both have a chat.
Yeah, and you click on that chat when you open the page up on the ctc.edu and click on chat, and you can go right into it. And that way you don't have to make a phone call, and they can go face to face online with you at a time when they're available. Sometimes it's right away. So it's a pretty neat little online thing now. It's this whole COVID-19 has brought a different technology to everyone and help, I think, speed up some things later on. Now, getting into the flipped classroom, what we've done for all of our programs, instead of going right into the classroom and doing all the work in the classroom and your written exams, we have set those up now to where they're through a Blackboard format called Course Sites that you can start when your instructor gives you the log-on information for that course after you've enrolled into it, and let him know that you're starting on a certain date, and he can verify what your enrollment status is. Then he'll send you a link for you to follow and to get into the course. All the written exams and the cognitive skills that you'll do for that whatever program you're in is in that learning platform. So when you've completed all of your learning platform, and your instructor either will contact you or you contact him and say, hey, I'm done with all my tests. I am ready to get into the lab, and he can then schedule some times for you to come into the lab. Due to COVID and our restrictions of what is available in the labs, the instructors have to kind of keep control of what's going on in there and how many people's in there so we can maintain that social distancing. But the priority thing now is for some of you older students that's been through this, there's no longer a testing room where you go take your written exams. All these tests will be through the computer, and when the instructor authorizes you to take that written exam, you can take it anywhere you wish and be online or on your tablet or on your phone. I think even you can take these tests. So you'd schedule your online or your after you've done all your written exams and you've done all your work, then you get on there and schedule your hands-on lab activities. And we will make sure that, like I said, there's no more than 10 people in a classroom or a lab at a time. But that's depending on the lab and the classroom size too. Some classrooms are set up for 20 students, and I don't think I want to put 10 students in a classroom or in a lab that's only large enough for a few. We want to make sure that we have the proper distance. So the instructors will be the ones that will make sure that we schedule people at the right time. Are there any questions so far? I would like to go back.
While you're going back, I want to welcome anybody that might be listening or watching on Facebook or through the WebEx. If you have any questions, please type them in, and that way we will go ahead and answer them to the best of our ability. And also let us know what degree, program, or what course of study you're looking for. We would love to hear what you're interested in and try to see how we can help you.
Try and show you some of the tools that you can have available for, like if you click on financial aid, help this student, it just goes right here to live help, and that's where you can click on and try and get some assistance, as well as their phone number and their location there. I got something covered up here. The e-forms.
E-forms is under student tools.
Yeah. No, it's somewhere in there. Oh. Under e-forms, you can go to the when you get to e-forms, you can. This thing's a little slow on opening right now. Click on forms. It's going to pull up what forms are available. And just click on VEC when I was telling you about the Veterans Enrollment Form now. This will replace when you had to go to the VA and fill out that blue form, get your verifications done. This gives you an idea of, like I said, this is all your basic information. You put everything in there. And then at the very bottom, you just check all the blocks. Here's where you'll need to put that course in. So just make sure that you know what course it is. It's just that last few numbers, the suffix on it called the TM 001 or TM whatever. Just make sure you know which one that is. Okay. I think that covers a bit of the other stuff. All right. Is there any other questions we have so far, or?
I don't have any specific questions. I know that for you mentioned a lot of the things that are going to be required in terms of sanitation and all of that for the industrial technology programs. And I was wondering if Professor Whitesell could also mention some of the things that maybe students that are going to be joining the aviation program this in the summer and maybe even in the fall, they may have to be prepared that they're gonna be different from what they may be expecting or what has been done in the past.
You bet. For right now, we are wearing masks and gloves in the aircraft. So when the student comes in, the instructor will actually meet them at the door, let them in the door, and they go through what we call our sanitation station, get everything, get their hands cleaned, all that type of thing. We have some forms that are required for them to fill out. And then they'll go out and pre-flight the airplane. And during that process, they will actually, we have some sanitation spray that will wipe down the controls of the aircraft. And we'll do that before and after the students get finished flying. And we're doing something kind of similar when we do the ground school courses. The students will kind of wait to come into the building, but when they do, they'll sanitize their hands, they'll wear their mask, and in the classroom, they'll be 6 feet apart. And then when we conclude with class and stuff, again, everything will kind of get wiped down, make sure everybody's going to stay safe, and hopefully eliminate the virus and not pass it on to one another.
Awesome. That's some great information. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you sharing that, because I think there might be some individuals out there that will get the opportunity of seeing this and then have some of those questions. So thank you for sharing. Um, Unless anybody else has any questions, I don't see any. Thank you very much to both of you for actually taking the time to present and let everybody know what's to be expected in your program areas, and what, especially now in the summer with everything else going on. So thank you very much for doing this. We really appreciate it. And we'll see everybody virtually around around the CTC world, I'm sure, and during the summer, and maybe even beyond. But thank you for everything. I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.